Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So one of the things that sort of aligns with our class title today, which is Yoga for Being Calm, Cool, and Connected, is that sometimes things don't necessarily go the way we want, the way as planned, and may always seem out of control. Kind of a common theme for the last few months. So this is the first time back at the Newbury Public Library, which is a fantastic program of public events. I have to say, it's been almost 2 months, more than 2 months since I've been in this room. So we're getting acclimated to the new normal. I have someone videotaping this as well as we are broadcasting via Zoom and just trying to get the rhythm going here. Today's yoga is going to be a slower flow, restorative kind of combination. So as you're practicing at home, again, if you have a chair or the wall, or perhaps you're in your bedroom and you have the bed that you might be able to utilize, as well as many blocks, blankets, towels as you have access to for this practice. We're going to do a lot of poses, or I should say fewer poses, but hold them longer in an effort to allow the breath to connect with our bodies, and by uniting those two, hopefully connecting with the spirit and our soul as well. So take a few moments to gather those few things and begin to settle in, arriving to today's practice, your practice. And remember, everything that I say is a suggestion only. Modify or do something different as it befits your body and your practice. I'm also going to mute everyone and then unmute as we end our practice, okay? So if you are seated, feel free to sit. For this, I am going to begin standing. And sometimes, again, if you have any vertigo issues or low blood pressure or things, again, just have a chair or perhaps be against the wall or a bed, somewhere where you have some support. But I invite you to come to a mountain pose and just keep your shoulders stacked above the pelvic bones, the pelvis stacked above the knees, the feet perhaps hip distance apart. Take a moment to lift the toes, and as you place the toes down, spreading them apart, and feel your feet burrowing into the earth, into the floor beneath you. Begin to bring attention to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the fluctuations in your body as the breath moves through the belly and the chest. If it feels comfortable, soften the gaze, perhaps staring out into space at nothing at all. if it calls for, gently closing your eyes. Begin to imagine yourself as perhaps an hourglass filled with sand that's just been turned over, so all the sand is at the top of your head. And as you continue to bring attention to your breath, notice the shifting and the settling as each one of the millions of granules of sand shift through and lower down through your body. With every breath, notice the lightness, in your scalp, the lightness in your face, your cheekbones, the lips. Breathe in and breathe out. Softness in your jaw. Perhaps drawing attention to relaxing through the neck, the upper clavicle area, the shoulders, allowing the arms to grow slightly heavier as the shoulders release. Drawing your attention to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Taking a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Continue your breath. Notice the balloon expanding and contracting, first through your belly, allowing the rib cage to lift and expand front to back, side to side. And the sand gradually coming through that hourglass, that middle, and the breath allowing it to squeeze through and flow gently through that center. It begins to shift down to the lower part of the hourglass. The hips grow lighter. The thighs relax. Notice the knees grow soft. The ankles, the feet, and the toes and the feet become one with the earth beneath you. Visualize once again your intention for today's practice. That one word, calm, connected, wellness, whatever it is, imagine it in your your mind's eye. And on your next exhalation, send that thought out with gratitude. And begin to flutter the eyes open, bringing a smile to your lips and ready for your practice today. And we're going to slowly just introduce some movement, so maybe shifting from side to side. And everything that we do today, do with intention. Deliberate, slow movements, uniting your breath with your movements. I invite you to feel the movement, notice the breath. Perhaps we start shifting a little bit more side to side, maybe bringing in the arms, bending into the knees a little deeper, allowing a deep exhale through your mouth. Don't be afraid. No one is listening. You've all been muted, and it's just you. And then slowly, deliberately coming back to center. And let's start again, completely resting your arms along your side. Again, gently bringing your chin parallel with the floor. And we're going to introduce some gentle movements in our neck. Just rotating. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Just gently rotating the neck from side to side. Connecting with your breath. And maybe reversing. And tuning in and listening. Sometimes you can hear the sound of your own body. And the neck and the vertebra are saying, thank you so much for this movement. I am grateful. And then returning back to neutral. And let's just bring our palms up onto our shoulders. And again, inhaling and exhaling as we draw little circles side to side. Allowing them to get bigger and bigger. Maybe feeling the shoulder blades lift on the back. And then reversing directions when you feel ready. And then slowly making the circles smaller and smaller. Notice if your feet have shifted. Try to again ground the feet. And then release the arms. And let's stretch the one arm out, and wherever that arm is able to reach, depending on how your shoulder is feeling, palm facing down, reaching through the middle finger, the index finger, and then just purposely, deliberately touch each finger to the thumb. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, reverse, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You should feel a gentle sensation through the bottom into the armpit. Feel that stretch. Inhale, raise and lengthen the spine. Crown of your head reaches towards the sky. Exhale over to the opposite side. And then inhale and exhale, nodding yes to the world. Yes to feeling well. Yes to being connected. And then exhale back to center, release, and then shake that arm out. And let's do the opposite side. Again, wherever height that arm, perhaps this one is slightly at a different angle than the opposite one. Again, palm facing downward, reaching through the index finger, the middle finger, and again, with your breath, purposely bringing each finger to the thumb. Inhaling and exhaling as you go through each finger. Notice the sensation through the arm. Perhaps there's a little tingling. Why? And then again, inhale, grow through the crown, lengthen the spine. Exhale, gaze comes over the opposite shoulder. And again, just soften by exhaling that opposite shoulder. And then again, nodding once again to the world, to acceptance, to calmness, and returning back to center and releasing. And we're going to do much of yoga and becoming calm, reducing anxiety, depression, sadness, anything is breathing. So we're going to do early on a breathing technique called Nadi Shona, which is essentially alternative nostril breathing. So again, much easier if you're doing this in a comfortable seated position, whether that be a chair or on the floor. I am just going to come down to the floor here and sit on my blocks in hero pose. And hero, sometimes hero, if you decide to do this along with me, can be a little bit challenging for people who might have knees or just not the flexibility. Again, the idea with yoga and restorative yoga is to have the earth meet you. And that allows the body to relax so that eventually you are able to meet the earth. So build up the blocks or cushion or whatever you need. I also have a towel. If you have a blanket, you can bundle that up and put it right behind your feet on top of your heels. And that allows, again, your ground, your spot where you are to meet you and become a little bit more comfortable. So I'm doing hero pose here, and begin to just settle into your new comfortable position, however that may be, again, seated in a chair or in hero. We're going to take the right hand, and the easiest thing is, I'll show you two variations. We can either use the 3 fingers, so we're going to actively use our pinky and our thumbs, but the other 3 fingers can be used for the pressure points above the eyes and the eyebrows. So you would do the 3 fingers here and use the thumb and the pinky to alternatively pinch one side of the nose. If that feels uncomfortable for some reason, you can just use the hang 10 symbol here, which is again, curl the 3 fingers in the middle, just use your pinky and your thumb, and we'll just alternatively block the nostrils. So we're going to do this for 3 to 4 minutes, and again, become comfortable, take a breath, take the pinky or the thumb. Let's start with the thumb. Gonna pinch off, take an in breath, pinch one nostril, exhale through the open nostril, inhale through that open side, take the pinky, block off the other side, lift the thumb off the blocked, and exhale through the opposite side. Inhale, pinch off that side, and exhale. Inhale, block, exhale. So you're closing off, you're taking an inhale and an exhale through each side and then pinching off and going to the opposite side. We have what we call nadis, which are energetic circles running from the base of you all the way to the crown. So imagine like these swirling circles, and essentially the airflow is cleansing each side by forcing it to go from left to right, right to left. And this also helps to trigger stimulus in our vagus nerves, which is our fight or flight. So again, allowing that calmness to settle in as we control the breathing pattern from one side to the other. And the added, if you're using the 3 fingers above the eyebrows on the forehead, are acupressure points. So you're doing sort of self-acupressure, again, triggering a response in the body to relax, to breathe, to be calm, to be in place. So take a moment to continue that practice. Gently switching from side to side. And as we complete that, dropping your hands and returning back to the natural rhythm of your breath. And we're going to remove the blocks. I'm going to use the chair to come back to standing. So bringing one knee up, curling under my opposite toe, coming up, and rising again. And let's do a little bit of flow here. So I'm going to ask you to Spread the legs wide. And we're going to do a little bit of a flow here. Let's turn the right foot facing the side wall. The back foot turns in about 45 degrees as you prepare your body for Warrior Two. Feel again the connectedness, the burrowing of your feet into the floor. Make sure that your hips are to the side. And as you take your next inhale and exhale, bend into the front knee, draw the back leg, burrowing it into the mat. Inhale, extend the arms, or if you have shoulder issues, the arms can stay at hip distance. And as we inhale, bring the arms together, straighten the knee, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, turn the feet inward, exhale, release the arms to hips, draw the tailbone down, lift the shoulders back. Inhale, reach through the crown of your head. Feel the tailbone drawing center line towards the floor. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips. Inhale, tailbone comes down. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale one more time. Turn the left foot out towards the opposite wall. Again, rotate the back foot in about 45 degrees. Imagine that your legs are scissors and they're drawing apart as if you were opening up the scissors. Both feet pressing firmly into the floor. And as you inhale, raising the crown of your head, and exhale, bend into that front knee, drawing the back leg. You don't want to have all the weight on your knee. It's not about that. So there should be just as much pressure, drawing, and energy going back into that leg. Engage that back leg. And when you're ready, bring the arms in. A strong Warrior Two. Inhale, strengthen the knee. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rotate the feet inward. Exhale down to hips. Draw the tailbone down, the crown of the head draws up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the back flat, the spine long. Inhale, soften the knees, draw the tailbone down. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. step it in and shake it out. We're going to come back down to the floor. And this time I do want you to utilize the chair. We're going to use that to relax and stretch on. So again, if you need a block or a blanket underneath your knees or something behind your seat so that you are able to reach and again put less pressure on your knees, please do so. Handy to have pillows at home. And then again, the chair, place a towel or something comfy on the edge of the chair. And we're going to take a deep inhale and exhale, bending forward, bringing our arms across the seat of the chair so that our forehead comes down to the chair. And release. Allow the gentle stretch of the arms. Allow the belly to soften, resting gently on your thighs. Continue several rounds of deep breath. We're going to stay here for perhaps 2 full minutes. With every breath, feel the body releasing, allowing. Imagine a place of summer where in childhood or adulthood was your happy summer place. Continue to breathe, allowing the shoulders to release even just a little bit more. Allowing, imagine the coolness of the breeze. Just enough, not too hot, not too cold. And when you're ready to come out of this, slowly walking your hands to the edge of the chair, drawing the abdominal in, drawing the tailbone down, coming back up. You're going to remove whatever accoutrements you had to assist you in that pose. And we're going to continue to use the chair with all its glory. take a little towel to have behind my head. We're going to come down on our backs. And have the feet up on the chair. Give yourself some time, make yourself comfortable. Need extra. Take a moment to arrive here. And on your next inhale, let's take the right leg, bring the knee towards you, clasp the shin with your palms, or perhaps a strap. Allow the knee to fall gently to the right, away from the midline. Allowing a gentle hip opener. Notice that with every inhalation and exhalation, the thigh meets the belly just a little bit more. Continue to remain here through several rounds of breath. Allowing the body to soften, to open to new experiences, to connectedness. When you're ready, on your next exhale, extend the leg long, perhaps reaching behind the knee, behind the thigh, or perhaps you're able to reach up to your chin, your shins, not your chin. Relax the shoulders. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Allow the upper back to release, to become heavy against the mat. On your next exhale, cross the ankle over the thigh. Allow the lower back to release to the floor. Pressing through the heel as if you were walking on that imaginary wall to your opposite side. And gently, with your palm, pressing the knee. Again, gently opening, connecting your breath with your body. Allowing the leg to yield. To find new pathways. And on your next exhalation, releasing the palm from the knee, inhaling the leg up and exhaling it down to meet its mate on the chair. And let's inhale, lift the opposite leg up. And exhale, bend that knee. Again, bringing the palms or strap around the knee. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue with your breath, noticing that perhaps each and every exhalation, the lower back becomes heavy, meeting the earth. The thigh comes closer to the chest, to the belly. Again, yielding and softening through this side. On your next inhalation, reaching the leg long, and again taking the palms behind perhaps the thigh, the knee, or perhaps along the shins and the calves. Allow the upper back and the shoulders to meet the ground. Allow them to be soft. Come back to your breath. On the next exhalation, cross the ankle across the opposite thigh. Allow your shoulders to relax back to the ground. And take one palm and gently press against the knee. Keep the foot pressed against that imaginary wall. The toes curled gently towards the opposite direction. Perhaps one hand rests on your belly. With every inhalation, allow the new energy to expand throughout. With every exhalation, a sense of gratitude, a sense of opening, a sense of yielding. Connecting your breath with your body, listening, noticing the sensations. On your next inhale, uncrossing the legs, lifting back up, and exhale back down to the chair. Bring the arms by your side. On the next inhale, bring them up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And continue with your breath. Slowly, deliberately, to a count of 10. Each time, allowing the arms and the shoulders to open and allow grace to flow within. And as you complete this, one last time, bringing the arms to rest by your side. Allow the front of the chest to relax and release. Allow the shoulders to meet the ground. On your next inhale, bring the gaze towards the ceiling, and exhale, roll the chin and the gaze to the right. Inhale, roll the head back, exhale. And again, with your own pace, gently massaging the back of the head as you breathe and bring your gaze from side to side. Coming back to neutral. If you have an extra blanket or a block, we're going to do a slightly elevated bridge. So again, if you do not have something, that's okay. You can also use your palms or your fists. On your next inhale, draw the tailbone up, maybe perhaps slightly placing the fists underneath, or again, a towel, a blanket, just slightly elevating your tailbone. Allow that place to be soft on the lower part of the buttocks. Perhaps roll the shoulder blades in together, the palms resting on the floor beside you. The chin slightly tucked. Take a moment in this elevated and supported bridge. Allow the reversing of your circulation. Breathe. And when you're ready to let this go, gently lift the tailbone remove the cushion underneath. Unfurl the shoulder blades and release. And here, I invite you to bring your right palm to your belly, your left palm to your heart center. And begin to close your eyes, connecting the breath with the body, allowing the hands to receive the feedback of how your breath and how your body responds together. Notice the breath expanding and contracting. Feel your palms rise and fall. Begin to soften, allowing yourself to come into your final resting pose. Notice the gentle breath filling your lungs, filling your abdomen. Feeling the back of the rib cage press against the floor as you breathe in and breathe out. Begin to grow quiet. Feel peace entering. Let me grow so quiet inside that I hear the private conversations of crows as they fly by my window. Let me be so open that I see with different eyes this world born fresh again at dawn. I wish to take none of this for granted, not the miracle it is to breathe, nor the wonder that I choose between truth and the fearful view of life. May wisdom and insight guide me on my way today. Begin the journey back into your body. Back into this place of rest and solitude. Begin to be aware of the sensations within, perhaps the wiggling of your fingers and your toes. And when you feel ready, gently and cautiously come into a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes either closed or in a soft gaze, I invite you to bring your hands to prayer with your fingers spread wide, and bring your thumbs to your forehead, and gently bowing your chin to chest. May your thoughts bring peace to you and those around you, bringing your prayer to your lips, and may your words bring peace to you and to everyone around you. And pressed against your heart center, may your actions bring you peace today and to everyone around you. Namaste. Thank you for joining in this practice today. Thank you for all your patience for our first post-lockdown yoga at the Newberry Library today.